Hey, Matt Squatch here. It's been a while since I've done a vlog style video, so here it goes. What I'd like to do is thank everybody. I'm up to 200 subscribers now. Thank you very much. I promise there's a lot more content on the way. Hopefully you've noticed the videos of the last probably 4 or 5 I've done. They keep getting better and better in my opinion. Comments and feedback would be great. Just feel free to let me know what you guys want to see. I'm trying to make the quality better, the voiceover better, get better images. But yeah, thank you so much, my 200 subscribers. I also wanted to announce in mid-October this year, we're going to be going on an expedition, me and 2 other friends of mine. We're going to be going to the Springville area, the place where, if people are familiar with my story, where I had my first encounter, where I had rocks thrown at me while I was out hunting. So we're going to go up there. We got a bunch of equipment. We're going to do a bunch of different things. We're going to go see. I've got a map. I'm going to show you some rough locations. I don't want to get too exact because I don't want anybody to come out and screw with us. I don't think anybody will or cares that much. But yeah, so in mid-October, we got an expedition. We're going to leave Friday morning, come back late Sunday night. And there's a couple really remote locations we're going to get to. So yeah, and also this coming weekend, I am going to be in the mountains, and I'm probably going to do another little mini expedition like I did for Angeles Oaks. I'm going to be up there for probably 3 days. This is going to be the Idlewild Pine Cove area, and I'm going to go tromp around in the woods and do some filming and see if I can find any tree structures, footprints, obviously any kind of sign, just kind of see what's out there. We'll do a look around up there. So I'll probably be up there Monday, Tuesday of next week. So yeah, and then in a few weeks from we're gonna go on our big trip to Springville. So I also just wanted to do a little gear check. Now, I don't have all the gear here with me. I've got a couple of GoPros. The Hero 5 Plus Black on the right's the one I'm going to carry with me and do the primary filming. The older GoPro I'm going to use as a secondary, as a backup, and I may leave it on the car with a candy bar or something on the car while we're out hiking, or leave it on the porch of the house that we're going to be staying at. Just various flashlights. I've made my own GoPro flashlight attachment for at night, because GoPros are great, but they the 2 areas they lack is they don't zoom well or do at night. But I've been playing with a lot of the settings on the Hero 5, reducing the frame rate and doing different things to get it to look better at night. So yeah. I got more flashlights in this, a couple more headlamps. For our still camera equipment, we have a really nice Nikon there, and kind of a older Nikon. The big nice Nikon, it's very expensive, so it'll probably be good for still shots, things off the porch, base camp type stuff. But for hiking around, one of my friends is going to use my older Nikon. I believe it's like 10 megapixels. It still takes good pictures, even though it's about 4 or 5 years old. Actually older than that. I think it's like 7 or 8 years old. It takes great pictures, but not so great video. So he's going to be manning this, and he'll be our still photographer. I'll be using this because this camera's borrowed, and I don't really want to wreck it, for base camp, better follow-up shots. Just general woods gear. Always nice to have a good knife with you. I'm a real big outdoors gear kind of a guy. This is a Tops knife, Wild Pig Hunter. Awesome, razor sharp, nice pointy object. Great survival knife, you can baton with it. Also, you see the baseball bat. That's going to be for our sound guy. One of the guys is going to be our still photographer. He has an art degree, so I think he'll be good at it. The other guy, he's going to be our sound guy, so he's going to carry the baseball bat for tree knocking. And we like to do some tree knocking in some different locations, or if we hear a knock, we want a response and see if we can elicit something. We're not going to go too nuts, but he's going to carry the baseball bat, and what you don't see is a digital sound recorder that he's going to carry with us too. To go with the baseball bat. The other thing you don't see is we have a trail camera. It's I believe a Bushnell Trophy. It's kind of a cheaper one, but we're kind of on a shoestring budget. I'm lucky to have all the equipment I have. Most of it's borrowed or bought used or bought for me. But yeah, we're gonna have a trail camera added to this. You can see, if anybody's interested, there's my 308, my scout rifle. I use 150 grain all copper buffalo bore loads. They're the most deep penetrating, hard expanding, hard hitting 308 supercharged loads you can find from Buffalo Bore. They're really expensive, but I guess they're the best. I guess you can butt shot a moose and knock it down with one of these, which is pretty remarkable, because 308 is pretty much considered underpowered for anything bigger than elk or moose if you're going to shoot it, but it's really just more for protection. I'm not out here to shoot a Bigfoot. I'm not out here to go hunting. It's just if something's knocking around the house at night or something gets aggressive, I want to have something with me. And California is really harsh on semi-automatics and what you can have, and a lot of it, the gun laws are just crazy here. I'm not a big gun nut or anything. I have a few guns. I enjoy shooting. I go hunting on occasion, but the laws on what you can have, semi-automatic, you have to use lead-free load, so you're really limited on the type of bullets you can use. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a nice bolt action gun. It's got a little red dot on top and a 10-round magazine, and if you get good with a bolt action, you can crank it off. But that's mainly just for protection around the camp when we're out in the woods. Yeah, so that's a quick gear check. The next thing, I'm going to throw up some maps and kind of give you some general areas and what the plan is for the trip. So yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so let's take a look at the maps here. They're intentionally very vague as far as road names and locations. That's on purpose, but pretty much the place we're staying is up off to the left, slightly off the map. And down the road a couple miles is a fire road. So just in on the fire road is where we're going to set up a trail camera, and kind of a little trap idea that I have that you guys will see. We're going to explore that the first night as it gets dusk, and then we're going to set up a trail camera facing the road. We're going to leave it out Friday night, all day Saturday, and come back Sunday morning and check it. Now, the next map that you see here is of another road. It's a old logging road. And I guess if you take it far enough, it ends, at least the charted part of it, but the road goes back for even more miles. And at the end of this logging road, there's an old abandoned logging camp. And I guess there's still buildings and old equipment and huts and things out there. And I guess it's supposed to be really spooky, pretty cool. Now, I've been down this road before, not all the way to the logging camp. I went many miles back as far as I could with the old Hummer, which is a pretty awesome off-road vehicle, but it got to the point where there were 2.5 foot, 3 foot ruts going on. So we're going to get out and hike it on foot, and probably hike in a few miles and see if we can get to the camp. It's really remote. There's lots of streams and weird wet areas and things back there. So yeah, we're going to take a look and see if we can find Bigfoot down there. We're going to probably do that Saturday. We're going to go pack a bunch of stuff and get all our gear, and we're really going to go back on that logging road. So there's basically 2 locations you'll hear me refer to. It's going to be a whole series of videos. It'll probably be 3 or 4 parts. And then maybe I'll piece them all together and make 1 hour, hour and a half long documentary about our expedition. But I'll probably release it in parts, just 10, 15, 20-minute chunks, so to kind of keep it digestible. Maybe the first part will probably be the setup, and then the expedition, and then the aftermath, or the conclusion, where I'll show you trail camera photos and what we learned and evidence. And then, like I said, I'll piece them all together. Anyway, so that's the plan. This upcoming expedition is going to be in the middle of October. Generally keeping the dates vague. We'll probably be up there with hopefully the weather holds out and everything goes nicely. We should be able to film. Also have a mini expedition in the next week or so up in Pine Cove, Idlewild area. So yep, a lot going on. I'm going to start doing some more field work. I'm still going to do my videos on different cryptids and different types of Bigfoot. You guys seem to enjoy that. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.